Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. I want to talk a little bit about male dominance, if it's a thing. Let's imagine that every single man on the planet got sick tomorrow, and 99% of them died. So there's 1% of the population of males left, which would be 3.5 million approximately. Now, what would happen to the human species? Could we make it through? Could we do it? Is there any chance at all? Well, what we could do is every man could be assigned 50 women or 99 women or whatever you want, And what probably would happen is the women would enslave the men, and women would take turns having their time. They would maybe milk the men for the semen or something, right? Something would happen, and we could possibly, it's possible that that could be worked through. Now let's imagine a different scenario where 99% of the women get a disease and die. What's going to happen? Well, that's just a freaking disaster. There is no way out of that. Right? The species is going to have to build back up slowly over time. So it's a really, really big difference between men and women. We don't send women to war. You don't even send women out in the backyard to see what the noise is behind the garage, because they're too valuable. Men are expendable. We send men by the tens and hundreds of thousands to their deaths, and we make it up as a virtue and patriotism and so on. Women are too valuable to expend. Women are not expendable. Now, what that means is when a man faces a woman on a one-to-one scenario, metaphysically, the man is not as valuable, and the woman is more valuable. She knows that. She's more valuable to society, and she values herself more than the man values himself, and she's probably more valued by her family members, her children, than the man is. Because either he's a tough guy and he gets up in the morning and he does his job and he does what he needs to do and he doesn't complain, or he's some sort of a leftist liberal cuck. So men have a role. Jordan Peterson's right about that. And there is a nature to women. Women have a nature, and so do men. Men have a nature. Men are dominant because they are expendable. Men have the tools, the bigger muscles, thicker bones, and more aggression, and less emotion, and less thought, and less empathy for what others think, and more thought for material things, understanding things, and understanding the urgency of material things. That's what men's brains are good for. That's what they're built for. It's obvious. It's all around us. So who's dominant, men or women? There's no way around it. If we lost 99% of women tomorrow, there'd be a total disaster in society. Women are very, very valuable. They are not expendable. Men, on the other hand, are not particularly valuable. One man can do the job of 20 or 30 men when it comes to, reproduction. So, that's why women are not dominant.